everybody, Alex Costa here with Millennial Finance. I am currently in my office. Forgive the mess. As you can see, I have plenty of inventory behind me. I currently have two online grocery sales businesses, and even with groceries, this is the busiest time of the year. Fourth quarter, Thanksgiving's coming up, Christmas. If you're watching this before Thanksgiving, I'm making this 2 days before Thanksgiving. I wish you a happy Thanksgiving. If you're watching it after Thanksgiving and before Christmas, Merry Christmas. But hey, why don't we go ahead and dive right in? There's a lot to talk about with this. I'm sure if you clicked on the title, you want to know how I made $150,000 in a span of 5 months. And I do want to be upfront with you. I'm not exaggerating. I could have easily put $500,000 or $1,000,000, but no, it was $150,000 in 5 months with my own Facebook page. And so let's just go ahead. I'll explain it to you, let me see. I'd love to know what you think. Let me know in the comments if you could hit the like button at any point if you find this information valuable. I would really appreciate it because similar things can be done today on a different scale, but we'll get into that. So, okay, how I got this idea. I read this book titled Laptop Millionaire. It was a free ebook on Amazon. It was kind of a rich dad, poor dad wannabe type book where the author interviewed his mentor, the laptop millionaire, and he would just ask him about all these different things about building an audience online, about building an email list, and to be quite honest with you, really a lot of it didn't feel like it was genuine. I think that he was pumping things up, and I even wondered if the laptop millionaire was real. But I got an idea. A seed was planted in my mind based on just reading this and just letting my brain go wild. So I thought, what if I had a Facebook page with with 1,000,000 fans? Okay, a Facebook page with 1,000,000 fans. And what if I posted a link to a website that had advertisements on it? And what if only 5% of the people who are fans of that page clicked on that link? Well, if you can do the math in your head for a second, that's 50,000 initial clicks. Now, let's say this is a very conservative estimate, but let's say those 50,000 people who went to that website then clicked one other time. So one link, 100,000 clicks, and then let's say conservative. Now, this is a conservative estimate that I made $2 revenue based on per 1,000 clicks. That can be expected. It depends on the content on your website, but $2 is a conservative estimate. And then I did the math and I realized I post a link on my Facebook fan page, very little effort, to a website that I own, that I run, and that one link can make me $200. And I thought, man, that is quite appealing. So then the question came for me, well, what do I do? What kind of a Facebook page do I start? How do I build an audience? And so I thought about that long and hard. And the idea came to my mind one day. You may remember this, especially if you're in your late 20s, early 30s. On April 3rd, 2012, a picture of a young man named Zeddy Little. He was running a 5K. And it was posted on Reddit. You see in the picture that he has this really charming smile on his face, and he's looking directly at the camera, and the picture went viral, and somebody dubbed this young man, Zeddy Little, as the ridiculously photogenic guy. Okay, so that same week, it might have actually been the same day, somebody created a Facebook page, and within a week, that Facebook page got 100,000 likes, which just blew my mind. I realized that I could capitalize on a trend, on a meme, something, by jumping in and creating a page of someone or something that goes viral. And I thought was very appealing to me. And so I waited. I waited for the right opportunity, and the right opportunity eventually came. I didn't realize it in the moment or as the days and weeks went on, but my opportunity came. So on June 6th, 2012, 2 months after, Zeddy Little went viral as the ridiculously photogenic guy. A young woman by the name of Lena, posted a parody video for a Justin Bieber fan contest. Again, if you're in your late 20s, early 30s, you may remember this. Her entry wasn't a serious entry, it was kind of a creepy psycho stalker girlfriend type thing. And it just took off, went viral, got millions of views. And then, like the ridiculously photogenic guy, this young woman was dubbed the overly attached girlfriend. So that day, I created a Facebook page. Not my proudest moment, but I created a Facebook page titled Overly Attached Girlfriend. And I'll be honest with you, that page, it didn't skyrocket like the Zeddy Little Facebook page, but slowly but surely some likes were added. I would say maybe 50 likes a day, something like that. But and I posted, I posted maybe 5-6 memes a day just to get some likes, some laughs, some reactions, and hopefully to grow the page. Maybe people would share that, whatever. Now, unfortunately, other people got the same idea, and I found myself in a war with another parody page to see who would get the most likes. And this page was run by a bunch of teenagers who posted whatever they felt like posting, and it was literally every 5 minutes they would post something. And that strategy, honestly, I mean, it turned a lot of people off, but they had a ton of visibility, and they added more likes than they lost. And eventually, this war that I was in, I lost. That wasn't entirely because they won and I lost. I got a great job in the mortgage industry, a dream job, and so I shelved the idea for a little bit. And so fast forward to 2014. My page was dormant, but somehow, it managed to amass about 50,000 likes. And I was in a position where I wanted to see what would happen again if I started posting. And so April of 2014, I posted a meme, some random meme, and I noticed that meme got a lot of interaction, and not only that, but the amount of likes on my page were accelerating. And so I just kept that in mind. I posted more and more memes, and within a few days, my page was at 60,000 likes, and then something unbelievable happened. I let me back up for a second, and here's what I think happened. Have you ever seen the movie? If you've seen the movie Forrest Gump, you know when Forrest and Lieutenant Dan are in the shrimp boat, and there's that big storm, and then they're riding out the storm, they're fighting it, and they survive, and their boat survives, and the next day you see them just sailing along in the boat, and everyone else in the shrimp industry is lost. Their boats are destroyed, and so what happens? All of a sudden you see these nets full of shrimp dumped out in their boat, and they make a killing off of it. So something similar happened with me in my Facebook page. It's weird to say this, but something similar happened. Facebook, I think, in about January of 2014, they changed their algorithm. They didn't like all these meme pages which were sprouting up everywhere. So a page with, let's just say, 700,000 likes, it changed overnight where somebody who had a page like that would post something, and then all of a sudden their reach just dropped to the point where they had, 7 likes on a page of 700,000 people. So Facebook decided to suppress all those pages. And I think because my page was just dormant, that mine must have just missed the axe on that. And so April of 2014, just 3 months after that execution by Facebook, all of a sudden my page was the only one standing. And so more and more likes were being added to my page, and I wasn't really thinking about it at first, but I was like, this is really interesting. I want to see what happens here. So I'm posting more and more memes, trying to get more and more likes on the page. And then one day, all of a sudden, my page took off. And I remember these numbers exactly. I think it was within 2 weeks of my initial post. My page added about 80,000 likes in one day. And after that, it was off to the races. And I was thinking through this, and I was thinking, all right, 80,000 likes. Something happened. My page went viral. 80,000 likes today probably means that I'm going to add 40,000 likes tomorrow and 20,000 likes the next day. And then I wouldn't be surprised if it leveled off at 10,000 likes a day. And then maybe after that, it'll start to slowly build up more and more to the point where I'm averaging 15,000 likes a day and 20,000 likes a day later on. And over those next few months, that's exactly what happened. And before I knew it, my page was at 800,000 likes, a million likes. And I decided that I was going to take it slow. That, social network, when they're launching when they're launching Facebook, and they're talking about, one of them, Eduardo Saverin, is like, Facebook has 4,000 members, and he's like, we got to monetize this. And Mark Zuckerberg's like, no way, we don't even know what this is. And then they meet Chris Parker, and he's saying the same thing. We don't even know what it is. And so, you got to think bigger than this. Where you're thinking about $1 million, about making $1 million, but maybe you should be thinking about making $1 billion. And no, I didn't make $1 billion, but that mindset was in my head that whole time. It's like I could easily monetize this. I could easily start posting links to a website, but I'm gonna wait a little bit and just see what happens. And eventually, I started getting contacted by affiliates. One of them was for an app called Badoo. I don't even know if that app exists anymore, but they wanted to post memes on my page with their logo on it. That was it. And at first, I was like, okay, I'll do $75 a meme, and they were like, cool. And then they said yes so quickly that within a few weeks, I was like, you know what? I want $250 per post. And without flinching, they said yes. And so I knew I had something here. And that went on for a little bit, and my bank account started filling up with money. And then I got contacted by other people, but I thought, you know what? Well, no, let me share this one. I did get contacted by a person who wanted me to post a link to his website, and I wasn't thinking about how much exposure my page was getting. So posted a link to his website. He paid me $75, and his site got 100,000 initial clicks. And so I know without a doubt that this guy was making bank off my page. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. He was posting, he wanted me to post one of those, clickbait articles where you have to click 20 something pages just to get to the end. I wouldn't be surprised if he made over $1,000 with my post, with the fact that I was posting it on my page. And so, you know what? I thought, I'm going to take this into my own hands. I'm going to build my own website. I'm going to post my own links on this page. And I'm even going to pay Facebook for advertising. Let's do this thing. And by this point, my page was well over 1 million likes. I think it topped out around 2 million likes. And I went for it. And so created a website. It no longer exists. It's called mapachili.com, M-A-P-A chili.com. And it was a clickbait site. I'm not going to lie. It was a clickbait site. And I started posting links to that website. And initially, first day, it just took some time to ramp up, especially as I was paying for advertising. First day made, I don't know, like $50. I just posted a link per day. Second day made $100. Or maybe it was even more than that. I remember like by the fourth or fifth day, I was at $1,000, and I was like, I'm making $1,000 a day. Where are we going with this? And then those next few days, it just was unbelievable. It's like I thought I was going to be a multimillionaire. I thought I could sell this business for $10 million. I did have an LLC, and so this was October of 2014. So not too long after, that initial post in April. So October of 2014, I remember October 19th through the end of the month, I made about $3,000 to $5,000 a day on my ad revenue. advertising, paying for advertising on Facebook, getting advertising on Google. And so what happened? 3 to 5 thousand a day, 150,000 in 5 months. Something must have happened. Yeah, something did happen. I eventually, over time, I got squeezed out. Facebook advertising is an unbelievable thing if you can figure out how to use it. It is so lucrative, and the potential is off the charts if you can figure out what you're doing. I would definitely recommend taking some courses on that. Facebook advertising back in 2014 was so unbelievably cheap, and there was no way that it was going to stay like that, and I knew it at the time. And so the more time went by, the more expensive Facebook advertising got. And on the other end, so I did say October 19th to October 31st, I made $3,000 to $5,000 a day. On November 1st, all of a sudden my numbers dropped to 1 to 2,000 a day, and it was like that for a few months. And what happened? Well, Facebook saw the quality of the website, the quality of the people visiting, and they decided these people aren't big spenders, and so my RPM dropped. My RPM is the number of the amount of money I make per 1,000 clicks, which I mentioned earlier. So it dropped from something like $5 per 1,000 clicks to $1 to $2, and so that was October for me. And still, I mean, I'll take 1,000 to 2,000 a day, but then December came, and it was getting a little less, and Facebook advertising is increasing more, and then January came, and then February came, and all of a sudden, I was making maybe what am I thinking? Not a 2 to 1 return on the amount of money I was spending on Facebook advertising, but I'd say like a 25% return. So I would spend $100 to make $25, and it was at that point where, in seeing where the trend was, that I decided, all right, this ride is over. And what a ride it was. And I was still able to make money with the page, but that going from $3,000 to $5,000 a day to where I went, it was a little bit of a downer. So I eventually, I still built things up. I built up other Facebook pages, and I sold it to Distractify, Distractify.com, for a low six-figure number. So overall, for sure, it was a huge win. I'm happy that I thought of that, and I'm thankful that I did that. And I'm sure you're wondering, if you're listening to this, can something like that be done today? Yes and no. The way that Facebook is set up right now, you can't just create a page and expect the likes to come rolling in. But if you find something that's appealing to people and you build on that, then and you build an audience. I mean, you could probably think of several Facebook pages that that you follow, that have thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of likes. You could do the same thing. I mean, there's there's a Facebook page that I follow. I started following this week. It is literally, it's the Facebook page is called "The Same Guys Doing the Same Dance in the Same Video Every Day." And so what they do is they post the same video, but they post it to a different soundtrack. And I think it's hilarious. It's this old white-haired guy. They call the fans call him Skinny Santa. Excuse me, Skinny Santa. There's another guy who comes in and dances, and they call him Colonel Mustard. And so the comments, people race to see, to comment on the post whenever it's posted on Facebook. That page has 150,000 likes, and it's gonna keep on growing. And maybe they'll think of ways to monetize that. Maybe they're just doing it just for fun. I don't know, but there are things like that you can do. And once you build that audience, there are several things that you can do if you're looking to make money, to turn this into a money-making venture. the sky's the limit. I mean, you can think of affiliate marketing, you can think of posting links to a relevant website, and when I say relevant, I mean that's key. If you remember when Donald Trump first got elected in 2016, you might not know this, but a lot of Facebook pages got shut down. And they got shut down because they were posting links to these random websites, and Facebook blamed that on the backlash they were receiving for all that fake news, the Russian interference and all that. Facebook shut a ton of pages down because they were posting links, and I had some pages that actually got shut down. I mean, whatever, it's not a big deal, but if you post links, you create a Facebook page, you post links to your own website. That website has good content, and sure, you have advertisements on it. There's money to be made in this, and so it just depends. Are you willing? Are you able to put in the work? I don't think it would be difficult to build an audience, and if you have money to do it, you could pay Facebook to add likes to your page, and they'll add legit U.S. likes. It is important. The best advertising revenue that you will get are from the United States, Canada, UK, and Australia, and actually New Zealand too. But those first four countries, those are the big ones. So if you target United States or Canada, Australia, the United Kingdom, you could get some really high quality audiences to direct to your website and make money. But I'm telling you, that's just the tip of the iceberg. There are so many opportunities available for you if you are willing to put in the time and effort and maybe the money, but not necessarily the money to build a Facebook page or to build any kind of following in general. So I hope this is helpful to you. If you have any questions, I would love to hear it in the comments. If you thought this video was helpful, I am planning on coming out with more content that relates to this and relates to other things. So please hit that subscribe button, like the video. It would just be really helpful for my channel. But thank you for listening. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. And I hope that this inspired you to great heights. All right. Thank you.